Well, hey folks, I got flies RC. All right, gonna take up
Motor armed and beam.
the E-Flite T-28 Carbon Z. Wind is directly that way, right out of the north. The runway goes east to west. So I'm gonna go down here to the east end and kind of angle into the north as I take off. And hopefully that big old rudder doesn't catch enough wind to cause me to have an issue. But I'm gonna take it up. I got a 6000 HRB inside there. The Spectrum stock receiver. What's that, AR3 something T something? I don't know. But not a smart battery, so I'm not gonna have that kind of telemetry.
Timer reset.
Starting our time over. Change where my microphone connects. Got a plane going over somewhere. Okay, well, don't need takeoff flaps, that's for sure. All right, AS3X Plus is running.
Gear down and ready to land. Retracts tucked away.
Unfortunately, we have like next to no clouds, but that big yellow color really shows up well.
Time remaining 5 minutes.
Beautiful plane. I'll fly a little more over here. I'm the only person here right now, so. Oh, is it windy? It's out here yesterday with some other planes and wasn't a breath of wind at all. None. I was actually missing the wind.
Gear down and ready to land.
Didn't have anything to slow me down. But today, got plenty of wind, but from the wrong direction. I need east or west, preferably out of the east. If it's out of the east, then I can land from the west, and that's my favorite direction. That's where my what you call it, my wheelhouse. All right.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Landing flaps.
I'm gonna land in the grass. That's okay.
Flaps up.
I know I should try to stay on the runway and use my rudder and all that, but today I'm just cutting myself a solid, as they say. I'm landing in the wind, taking off into the wind, and if that gives you grass ops, well then that gives you grass ops. So it's a big tough bird. She can handle most anything. In fact, let me go ahead and just get in the grass there. Because that's the way the wind is coming from. So, but
flaps.
I do want to try to get out of that grass as quick as possible, hard on the gear. Because E-Flite, we need trailing link suspension gear.
Flaps up. Retracts tucked away.
I haven't gotten around. One of my viewers suggested that I take one of those free wing blue boxes and put that in there, and that with a sequencer, and that will solve your gear doors not closing problem. And the shame of it is I have one. I have an extra one.
Time remaining 3
Actually
minutes.
got a couple of them, and just haven't gotten around. Every time I go to fly this, I remember, oh yeah, I was going to do that, and I still haven't. A little bit of a knife edge here. I know I'm a long ways off on the camera. You're thinking, all I see is a little yellow spot. But it is very, very windy. There, a knife edge here.
Gear down and ready to land. Landing flaps.
I'm too high.
Flaps up.
Too high. One thing I can say, sometimes the gear don't go up, but they've always never failed to come down.
Landing flaps.
And I guess that's more important anyways. You know what?
Flaps up.
The wind has slacked off a little bit. Let's try actually landing on the runway.
Time remaining 2 minutes. Landing flaps.
There we go. Like a butterfly with sore feet.
Flaps up.
Just a big, beautiful beast of a plane. Just a big old sweetheart. Big old sweetheart. I think what people are doing, if I've read a lot of forums and saw a lot of stuff, is they'll take the nose gear off an 80mm free wing A10, and you have to kind of shorten one of the pins. I don't know how to do that. And then the mains,
Take off flaps.
they take a FMS 1400mm P47, which I have one, but I'm not gonna cut up my plane for parts for this. So, anyways, that's just what I've heard. Y'all, I see several different videos and several different combinations. Y'all let me know what you think, because I'm more than willing to
Flaps up.
spend $100 or so on a new suspension for this, because I absolutely love this plane. Yeah, that one gear just kind of takes forever to go up. It's still down now.
Gear down and ready to land.
Like I say, they come down.
Retracts tucked away.
Yeah, now, there, well. Nope, that one is still, well, I can't see it now.
Time remaining 1
Oh,
minute.
it went up.
Gear down and ready to land.
Yeah, they always come down, which is far more important.
Landing flaps.
Oh boy, that wing got picked up again.
Flaps up.
Yeah, she's getting rocked around there.
Landing flaps. Flaps up.
Let's do without.
30 seconds.
A little too windy for flaps. I've found, I mean, I've had just as many people
20 seconds.
argue with me and say that no, the wind don't matter about flaps, and I've had just as many people say no, if it's really, really windy, you shouldn't even be using flaps. So I'm gonna go with how it feels. Right now I'm feeling no flaps. Come on. Trying to get her to turn. All right. And I've seen a lot of videos where people change the nose gear, but then they don't show anything about the mains. I want to see all of it. So if I do it, I will show a video on how I'll do it, all of it.
Motor off and safe to touch.
All right, let's take it back to the bench. We'll talk about it. All right. For one, we're back. For one, look at that beautiful beast. Look at that beautiful beast underneath the canopy here. It's hot. I mean, I know it may be April, but summer is, it's technically spring, but trust me, summer is here. But yeah, that's a beautiful, beautiful plane right there. Beautiful plane. And this is my fourth one. Yes, you heard me right. This is my fourth one. All right, let's pause right there. Let's get the battery going. All right, we had 2 seconds left.
Timer reset.
On a 5.5 minute timer. Okay. Show you my setup and where my CG is. That's where I've got the 6000.
Battery not charged for flying.
I know. Okay. And I had 44% left with 38, 38, 38, 38, 38, 38 per cell. Okay. All right, there's my setup. That's where I've got the 6000 HRB. That's the AR637TA. Okay, now let's go over our rates. I'm going to show them to you. Let me show you my AS3X settings first. Make sure my throttle's off. Okay. All right, my gains are 17, 21, and 25 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Priority, all at 140 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Nothing with heading. Stop lock, all at 35 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Release rate, the stock, I didn't change it any. One-time gains. All right, let's talk about flight settings or flight controls. Get back out of there. Rates and expo. Flew 100% on aileron, 30% expo. Same for elevator. And 40% expo on the rudder. Okay. Flap settings. 100% or flaps up or negative 100%, no mix. Takeoff 0% with a 10% down elevator mix. Landing 100% with 18% down elevator mix. Okay, now let me show you graphically what that looks like on the plane. Let me show you them flaps right off the bat. Okay.
Takeoff flaps.
There's takeoff flaps.
Landing flaps.
There's landing flaps.
Flaps up.
Okay. Ailerons 100%, 30% expo. Elevator 100%, 30% expo. And rudder, I think it was 100%, 30% expo. I think so. Whatever I told you, that's what it is. Okay. All right. Put the cap back on. Make sure whenever you're doing this that this is engaged. Hear that snap, because I've had that and I've had that hatch blow off very, very easily. It's a perfect plane with only 2 exceptions. Number 1, the price, and number 2, the lack of suspension gear. All right, well, y'all have a good one. God bless y'all. And that's just me ranting about the gear. And the paint is beautiful, but it does flake off very easily. Puts you a good clear coat on there. So, all right, well, there you go. God bless y'all. Jesus is Lord. And that is the T-28 2 meter wingspan warbird. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.